Everyone, so welcome to this Embody Clarity Yoga Flow. So we'll begin in a standing position to begin with. So we'll come into Tadasana, so ground down through all four corners of the feet, maybe lifting the toes and then dropping them down. Lift up through the legs, lengthen the tailbone down, engage the core, roll the shoulders back and down and shine the palms forward. And then your chin is parallel to the mat. We'll just take a nice long deep inhale in here together. And exhale. And then we'll just move our breath with movement. So we'll inhale, circle the arms up, reaching them up overhead. Exhale, circle them back down, palms facing forward. Inhale, circle the arms back up. Exhale, palms down, hands down to your side. And one last time, inhaling up. Taking up that space and then exhale, feel like you're creating a nice big circle, light around your body. And stay where you are, but I'll just come to the side. So you can either do chair pose with your feet hip width apart or bring your toes in together and your heels out. I prefer feet hip width apart. So what we'll do is we'll inhale, bring the arms up in front of us. As we exhale, sit back as if you're sitting in a chair, making sure that your knees aren't going over your shoulders. Really engage that core and lengthen that tailbone down so you're not popping out to your bum. And then you can just feel that fire building in your legs. So just breathing here, relax those shoulders down. The lower you come, the more fire, Agni in Sanskrit, you'll feel. This has come to a point where it feels comfortable. Just bringing that awareness, bringing that clarity and focus just on this move. Just take one last long deep inhale in here. As you exhale, bring your chest towards your thighs, head down towards the mat, bend the knees. So you can bring your chest towards your thighs. And then maybe just grabbing hold of opposite elbows. And then hanging like a rag doll, shaking the shoulders, maybe nodding the head, yes, shaking it no. And then just bring your hands onto the floor or your shins. We'll inhale, flat back, push your bum back for half lift. Exhale, fold forward. And then inhale, circle the arms back up and around, overhead, meeting them in prayer overhead, and then exhale, bringing them back down through to heart center. Stay where you are in the middle of your mat. We'll inhale, bring our right knee up and hug it in, just starting with a little balance here. So just really root down through that left foot. Maybe find a point on the floor in front of you that's not moving. Have your gaze on. We'll just come into a tree pose. So this can be with your toes on the mat and your heel towards your left ankle. It can be with your right foot pressed in towards your left calf, or bringing the foot up higher onto your thigh, just making sure it's not pressing into your knee. I'm going to stay down here. Maybe feeling like your hip points shining forward, relax the shoulders down. Again, find that focus point. Find that focus to find that clarity. We'll inhale, circle the arms up, or you can keep them below. Just take them shoulder width apart, slightly wider, or meet them in prayer overhead. Whatever feels good, you can cactus your arms as well. If you wobble, it's fine. Just staying here. One last long, nice deep inhale in. And exhale, bring that foot and the arms back down. Just take a few pedals with the feet. And we'll root down through the right foot and bring our left knee in to balance, start that balance on the other side. Again, find that steep point, that point of focus. Just breathing here. And then come into tree pose in the same position you did, your foot on the floor, on your calf, or up on your thigh. Make sure you're not locking out too much through that right knee. Hip points facing forward, and then we can bring our arms up to your position that feels good for you, wherever you want. We're just taking up space, we're having this balance, having this focus, finding that point. And just set that intention throughout this practice of how can you embody more clarity into your day and into your week. Take one nice long deep inhale in. And exhale, bring the hands down and the feet. And again, just pedal those feet out slightly. We'll come down onto the mat. And we'll come onto all fours to start with. Then walk your hands slightly forward, tuck the toes, and then we'll push our hips back up and come into our first downward dog. Just pedal the legs, really bring those hips up and feel like they're being pulled back. Bring your ears in between your arms, so you've got that nice long spine. Bend the knees, your feet don't have to touch the mat. All about this nice long spine here in this posture. And come to a moment of stillness if you were pedaling your legs. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll inhale, lift the right leg up into three-legged dog. And exhale, bring it through right foot by right hand, dropping that back left knee, bringing the body up into low lunge. Lengthen the tailbone down, chest shining forward. Inhale, circle the arms up and around, meet them overhead in prayer. As you exhale, bring the left hand down and keep the right arm up and twist the body open to the right side. Easy twist. Take a nice long deep inhale in here. Exhale. And inhale, reaching those fingers forward. And exhale, bring the right hand by the right foot, tuck the back left toes and push back into that downward dog. And then we'll just lift our left leg up into three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot by left hand, drop back right knee, bring the body up, low lunge. Bring the hands up overhead, meeting them in prayer overhead. Make sure that your left knee is over your left ankle. Engage the abs here slightly. Inhale, get tall through those hands. And exhale, right hand down onto the mat and keep the left arm up, twisting open to the left side. Easy twist on this side. Inhaling here and exhaling, feeling grounded on the points that are in contact with the floor. Take a nice long inhale in, feeling tall through the fingers. And exhale, bring that left hand back down by the left foot. We'll tuck the toes and push back into that downward dog. Pedal the feet here slightly, just seeing how the legs feel now after that first stretch. Then we'll inhale into plank, rolling forward. We'll drop our knees to the mat and bring our body all the way down onto the mat. Bring our elbows underneath our shoulders, our forearms onto the mat, and our fingers and palms of the hands onto the mat, Sphinx pose. Chin is parallel to the mat. Just engage the abs here, pushing down with your feet and your legs. Relaxing the shoulders down away from the ears. And then your next exhale, bring the body back down. Bring the hands underneath our shoulders. And push up through all fours. And then back up through into downward dog. From here, we'll just go into another standing position. The strong standing position. So inhale, lifting the right leg up again. Then exhale, bring it through next to the right hand. We'll drop the back left foot. So the left toes are pointing up towards the top of the left mat. And we'll come up into warrior one. So that front right knee is bent over our right ankle. Our left back leg is straight. And our hips are, our feet are hip width apart. Nice, like they're on train tracks. Inhale, circle the arms up overhead. Bring the fingers together. Maybe interlacing the fingers and leaving the index fingers outstretched on top. Just want you to feel this connection with both your feet. Ground down through all four corners of both feet. They're on the mat, connecting in different ways. They're our strong, stable base. Hold us up, relaxing those shoulders down, and that gaze is forward. Take another long inhale in, feeling tall through the arms. And exhale, circle those arms back down. Just bring your hands on your hips. I just want you to lengthen and straighten that front left, right foot, leg. And then just shorten the stance maybe slightly. We'll keep our hip points facing forward. As you inhale, get tall up and lengthen up through the spine. And exhale, we'll just come forward with a flat back here into pyramid pose. Come down as far as feels comfortable. You just want to come down to this right angle of this flat back. If you want to, you can round and bring your head towards that front leg. It's really where you feel comfortable. Keep you out of that flat back and make it more active. Just breathing in. On your next exhale, bend forward into that right front knee, placing the hands either side of that front foot. We'll push back into downward dog. And just pedal feet here slightly. Maybe just noticing the difference between the right and the left leg, how we've worked each one differently. And then we'll even them out. So we'll inhale, lift left leg up into three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it through next to the left hand, drop back right foot, so it's pointing up to the top of the right, top of the mat, and we'll come up, back, right leg is straight, front, left knee is bent. Again, feel that grounding through all four corners of the feet. And then we'll inhale, circle the arms back up and around, interlacing the fingers over the top, releasing the index finger, and just bring the opposite thumb on top this time. We'll just feel the more unusual way to which way you usually do it. Lengthen that tailbone down, engage that core. Relax those shoulders down. Taking up space. Pointing up to any higher power, the universe, or even just your higher self, the aura around you. Embody that clarity. Find that focus as you gaze out from this point. Inhale, really feel tall through the arms. Then exhale, we'll bring our hands down and around and bring our hands onto our hips. We'll lengthen that front left leg, maybe shorten our stance by bringing our right foot forward slightly, keeping your feet hip width apart, hands on the hips so you can feel your hip points are facing forward. We'll inhale, lengthen up through the spine. As we exhale, fold forward into that flat back again, making sure you're not locking out your knees in this position, just letting them have a bit more ease. And again, if you want to, you can round down to make it a bit more passive and increase the stretch, or you can have it more active and staying up. Just breathing here. Relaxing the shoulders, feeling that power in your legs. And your next exhale, bend into that front left leg. Bring the hands down onto the mat and we'll push back into downward dog. Just pedal the feet here. Slowly walking the dog. And come to a moment of stillness. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, bring that right foot forward into the middle of the hands, and then we'll drop the back left foot so it's pointing out to the long edge of the mat. We'll come up and we'll also bring our right foot. So both toes, sets of toes are pointing forward onto the long edge of the mat. And you're facing the long edge of your mat as well. We'll come into our fan pose. Sometimes it's a bit easier if you actually bring your legs out wider, or if you want to, keep them shorter, whichever stance is good for you. Inhale, circle the arms up and set them at a diagonal position, just taking up space here. Relax those shoulders down, taking up lots and lots of space. Just breathing here, hearts open. Your next exhale, bringing those hands to those hip points, and then we'll also lean forward, coming forward just with a flat back, so you are horizontal to in line with the floor below you, making sure your bum is kept back in line with your heels. You can either stay here if you want. Inhale. As you exhale, round down, bringing your head towards the mat. You can bring your hands down towards the mat too, if that feels comfortable, or keep them on your hips. But if you come here, just let your head, your shoulders be heavy. The work's in your legs, in the upper body. It's just nice and loose. We'll bring our left hand underneath our head here. If you were still up, bring your left hand down. Now we'll bring our right hand up towards the sky, opening up to the right side. If you want, you can come up onto your fingertips or use a block here. Just breathing here. Opening out to the right. Taking the gaze wherever feels comfortable. Your next exhale, bring the right hand down, swap it to where the left hand was. Then inhale, bringing the left hand up, fingertips pointing up. Breathing here. Taking the gaze down in front or up to the sky. And exhale, bring the other hand back down. Then we'll come back up to that half pose, that flat back. And inhale, coming back up all the way. Just toe heel our feet back in here. We'll just come to a seated position on the mat. Bending the knees, using your hands, dropping your bum down onto the mat. Just leave our right leg out, extended in front of us, and we'll keep our right toes pointed and flexed up to the mat. We'll just take our left foot on the opposite side of our right leg. We'll inhale, circle the arms up overhead. As we exhale, twist over to your left, hugging your right arm around your left leg and your left hand behind you. Just twisting out, taking the gaze to wherever feels good. Just could come out to the left side. Every time you inhale, feeling that length in the spine. As you exhale, you can twist more from the center of your body. And if it allows, your gaze can come out towards the back, more round to the side. Not yanking our neck. Just having this twist here. Inhale, come back through to center. Just swap the legs out, bringing the left leg out nice and long, toes pointed up, bend the right knee and place the right foot on the opposite side of the left leg. Circle the arms up and around and hug the left arm around your right leg and right hand out behind you. Twisting out to the right side. Again. Every time you inhale, lengthening up. Exhale, twisting from the center and seeing where that gaze ends up after you've twisted through the center. So inhale, lengthening. Exhale, twisting from the center. If you can, or even if you want to. If you find the position that feels good, then you can stay there too. Inhale, come back through to center. Then just take the legs out in front and we'll just bring them into our diamond shape. So the soles of the feet together, knees out wide. You can either keep your heels close to your groin or create a bigger diamond shape by having them further away. Just see what feels good for you today. Ground down through your sitting bones. You can sit up on a cushion if that feels more comfortable. Just have that nice, long, tall spine. Inhale, get long. As we exhale, just fold forward with that length in the spine to where you can fold down no more with that long spine. And if you want, you can bring your chin to your chest and round down. Start to end our practice here in this pose. Just calming down our breathing, feeling that hip opener. And you inhale, just sending the breath to where your body needs it. Feeling that stretch, but not too much. To come back to that intention from the beginning. Where do you want your clarity and focus to be? I want you to remind yourself that you have the power, you have the clarity, you have the focus, you have the awareness in your body from all of the practices you do, from being in your body, knowing what feels right, and you're moving your body. And you can take this feeling of what feels right to every other part of your life. So in business, in relationships, in tasks. Just remind yourself that you can feel into it. you can feel into what feels right, what brings you power, what brings you clarity. Just take a nice long deep inhale in here now, really setting that intention. And exhale out, knowing it's there to serve you. Just inhale, bring the body up, head's the last to lift. You keep your legs as they are, or bring them into a cross-legged position or out in front. And just take your hands on your heart, closing the eyes or lowering the gaze. And just knowing you've set this intention today. To remind yourself you can feel into your power, your clarity, and your focus. Inhale in. Exhale, bring the chin to the chest. Relax the shoulders. And opening your eyes when you're ready. Coming back to the room. Thank you for joining me for this Clarity Yoga Flow.